Good morning, my friends, and welcome to Shaving with Rich. Today's shave is brought to you by Supplemenficio Versino, the 70th anniversary. Now improved with the giant dent because I dropped it. The instrument of the day is once again my Fatboy birthday quarter razor with the Gillette 7 o'clock black blade, and the brush to apply the thing is the Razor Rock 400 tribute brush with synthetic bristles. And I've pre-treated my face a little bit, but it's dried now because, well, I was mourning the dent in this metal container. It's one of the, it's kind of a, it's too bad they have a aluminum cover. It looks pretty, but they're not real durable when you drop them. So I also scared everybody out of the den. So they're all out in the hallway looking at me, thinking that I was trying to murder them by throwing soap at them. But I have only myself to blame on that. It's been a nice weekend. It's coming really deep into the Christmas season. So much so that wife and I, with a couple friends, went out to see a Christmas play last night. And it was great fun. We made a trip over to Columbus. A friend of ours was in the play. And of course, we had to see that then. It sealed its fate. But we went to see it. We're driving past part of town that used to be a giant treat. We were talking about the old days, which is something old people do. And there was a mall on the east side of town that we used to go to a lot when we were kids. And it was a big treat. We didn't do a whole lot of shopping, but we did it for Christmas every year we did. And brought to mind today's story. By the way, thanks for coming to visit me again. I don't always, well, I guess I usually do, but I want to tell you all how thankful I am that you guys come to visit me every now and again to watch me shave and let me tell my stories. Today's story is another one from my youth. I don't know if I've ever mentioned my mother was Japanese, and as fairly typical of women of that era, when she would walk, she had a very purposeful walk. Because for her generation, she had some hardships in her time, in her life, and she had to remain focused. And in the mall, she had things in mind that she wanted to accomplish. Wanted to go to a particular store, and she would march with great purpose, straight away, neither looking to the left nor to the right. Marched right along. One Christmas, we were doing our Christmas shopping. What they would do, Mom and Dad would give us kids, there were three of us, and each have $20. And we were going to get our gifts for each other. And you know what we were going to do. So we were all there together and did one trip, and this was a beautiful mall in the days. This would have been the early 1970s. Had fountains and places to eat and everything. We usually parked at one end of the mall, which had easier parking, and then we'd go to the other end, where some of the nicer stores that Mom liked to go to were. And as we were heading there one time, Mom pulled out ahead, and Dad, giggling, shunted us all off into the Woolworths. Most specifically to the lunch counter. And where we got ice cream. And Mom didn't catch up with us for about 20 minutes when she came back in. Dad was giggling fiercely. I don't really remember what happened to him after that. I know he only did it the one time. She also made him hold her hand, I think. I think it was 9 or 10 when that happened. I don't think I was completely aware of everything in my world at that time, but I do remember her coming in, and we had our ice cream already. And I guess my guess is that she got to the store, was going to give us our marching orders, turned around and we weren't there, and then had to come back to figure out where we were. Dad had a sweet tooth the size of Kansas, and he loved ice cream. He loved that Woolworths counter because they had pretty good ice cream, I guess. I don't rightly remember. We had a Woolworths here in town, not far from where we are now. It closed in the, it was in a little strip mall close to where I am. And I remember when the lunch counter closed, I still have a menu from there. I swiped it when I was a college student when they closed. Just kind of a Christmas shopping story that my spouse learned from that, because Dad used to love to tell that story. She keeps a pretty close eye of where I am when we go shopping, so she won't let me pull the same pranks on her. I'm going fast today. The play we went to see was called the Christmas Schooner, and it's the first time I'd ever even heard of that play. And I thought I'd seen a lot of Christmas plays. First time I'd heard of a schooner. It's the story of a Michigan sea captain and his family who saw a market for Christmas trees in Chicago. And he would sail across Lake Michigan with Christmas trees. First trip was very successful and convinced the sea captain, I guess lake captain in this case, that it was a worthwhile venture. So the next year he had even more trees, and he died because the ship floundered and broke apart in a storm, and he died in that storm. But the wife, as a sea captain, saw that it was a good venture and it was something that he would wanted, and she took over, and that's how the play ended. She continued to do the trips across, taking Christmas trees to Chicago. Not much of a timeline, but it was a delightful story. The community plays are like that. take these small stories and remind us of how wonderful it is to have a Christmas. Oh, I'm thinking Christmas stuff because I have to get my Christmas packaging done and in the mail to my secret Christmas friend. Just about finished. We'll get it in the mail very soon. And I'm real anxious to see what he thinks of my efforts. It should be a good time. Well, that's 3 laps. Do a little cleanup on 70, or what is this? Yeah, the 70th anniversary SV, where it doesn't have, I guess this is kind of early in the big wave of really excellent soaps that are coming from the artisans that are out there. And soaps have just gotten better and better. There's a wonderful fragrance to it. Has pretty good slickness. I'd say it's a little bit short when it comes to residual slickness, at least with my water, but I like it very much. And you're top notch of how they support their product. When I got mine, the aftershave, which should be all liquid, mine had turned to jelly, so it had clear fluid and then a lump of looked like fat in there, and so no juice came out. So I emailed them and they sent me this bottle. So what does Rich do? That he filters. I got some coffee filters and I filtered it out, and so this is what's left of it. You can see the differences. It has a lot of solids in it, and this is, you can, when it settles out, you can see through it. So this is, I guess I'd call it, what, 70 extract, and this would be the raw 70. But it smells beautiful. So now I have 2. It's a great thing. And I don't know where I was going with that, but I gotta finish my cleanup and I'll be right back. And we're back. And thank you for waiting. Today's shave, once again, was brought to you with the new improved SV70 with the dent and the aftershave, which is pretty good. The Razor Rock 400 clone, and the instrument is the Fatboy birthday quarter. I don't know how many shaves are on this razor, but it's finally starting to show its tooth, and it's gonna be hitting the bin here pretty soon. Thank you again for coming to visit me, and look forward to our next visit. Hopefully I'll figure out or remember another story. If not, I'll come up with something. Anyway, see you on the boards, and as always, take care of each other. Be good out there. Bye-bye.